Brad Holmes. Motherfucker done did. His very first draft class has ushered in 2 All-Pros.
2 of them. First team
All-Pros. I'm sorry.
He's got some respect on him.
He's got more than that. Because he didn't draft Jalen Reeves-Maven, but he's special teams All-Pro. I think we all saw that coming. You want to put the graphic up for this one, Chris.
Yep.
4 All-Pros together for the Detroit Lions. And amongst them, 3 of them, I'm sorry.
5.
5, yeah.
5.
Well, I'm thinking like offense, defense. Brad Holmes draft pick, Brad Holmes draft pick, Brad Holmes draft pick, and then Jalen Reeves-Maven, and then Frank Ragnow. I mean, you already know who it was with him. But his first draft class, I just want to talk about the first team, I guess, to start it off with. Spinning. What was your reaction to that?
It's poetic justice. Felt great. Those Pro Bowl voters couldn't stop nosebleed. It's what it should be. Amon-Ra St. Brown was one of the best receivers in the NFL this year. He was recognized as such. Penei Sewell was the best offensive lineman in the NFL this year. He was recognized as such. Sam Laporta, one of the best tight ends in the NFL this year, recognized as such. Frank Ragnow got snubbed. He should have been first team. Sorry, Jason. I don't know if they're giving it to you because of the tush push, but Frank Ragnow is better than you this year. I love seeing it. I love seeing them get the credit they deserve. I love seeing Big Penei up there, and you could just keep that spot checked for the next 5 to 10 years. Because he's not going anywhere. You can keep that first team All-Pro tackle position
just leave a
locked as
reserve
Penei
sign.
Sewell. Because he's not going anywhere anytime soon. Amon-Ra St. Brown, I am extremely happy he got that. Disrespected by the players and the coaches. Not voting him into the Pro Bowl. And guess what? Hold your Pro Bowl. Give me first team All-Pro.
Yep.
Love seeing that.
Yep. That's the part I love to see is Amon-Ra St. Brown getting his respect, because the Pro Bowl nod was obviously disrespectful. I didn't see that coming. I think he was going to make the Pro Bowl for damn sure. I thought it was the All-Pro where he was going to get gypped at, but no. The AP got it right. Yeah. Amon-Ra deserved to be in the first team All-Pro, and it's fantastic. I think we had the tweet up earlier, but I know he's second in YAC according to NFL.com. PFF has him number 1. I don't know why they always they feel the need to be different. I don't know what it is and what the difference is with that one, but regardless, 3rd in receptions, 3rd in yards, and 3rd in touchdowns, if I'm not mistaken. So top three. There's a top 3 wide receiver in the league. On top of that, too, the YAC. The YAC alone is just like evidence in the value that, like, no matter who's your quarterback, like, when you're getting that guy the ball, he's going to continue to make a play then afterward. I think we noticed that, like, shades of that, even from, like, going back to his rookie year, seeing him come out of the backfield, which he's still doing. He's just not actually getting carries. But Amon-Ra St. Brown, once upon a time, used to actually take carries before his value was realized elsewhere at receiving the football. The way you want to talk about, like, Kyron Williams running the soft zones, Amon-Ra St. Brown is the best at finding the soft zones and finding open spots to receive the ball. I think it's phenomenal. And the way I perceive this whole situation, because, again, I think we already knew these guys were ballers. We knew these guys were good.
Yeah.
My perception of it, I'm looking, like, long-term here. How about, Ben Johnson goes on to become a head coach elsewhere. Deservingly so. Mm-hmm. Phenomenal coach. There's a void for us. And if you're I guess looking to become a great head coach, or you're looking to make a name for yourself, why wouldn't you not want to work with a guy like Brad Holmes?
Yes.
We see him cashing in All-Pro draft classes time and time again. And this is his first draft class. He has 2 All-Pros in that thing. Like, why wouldn't you want to go work with Brad Holmes to continue to give you the ingredients to create, like, the best recipe to, like, polish your resume so that you go on and become a head coach? On top of the fact of working with a guy like Dan Campbell, who's not only just a great leader, but he seems like a pretty freaking fun dude to be around.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's what got me up for it. I knew these guys were good. They're all pros in my book, no matter what. Matter of fact, I think I can point to a few more guys who have been all pro or second team all pro on this team. But I look at it long term. I think the Detroit Lions are truly building something special here, where it could be sustainable. I'm one of those guys that are fearful of Ben Johnson leaving. But when you look at these guys constantly having a great roster, or at least a guy that's can consistently give you great pieces to have a good team to build around, everybody's going to want to come.
It makes it a lot easier when you're getting fresh ingredients every year.
Yes.
When you're getting new pieces, the best pieces available in the draft to you. It makes things a lot easier for the offensive coordinator, for the head coach, when you have this influx of great talent every single year in the draft. And it keeps getting better. Every year Brad Holmes has made these picks. They keep getting better. And we're like, all right, this has to be the greatest draft of all time. And you look back and you see what he did this year. Brian Branch looks pretty damn good. Sam Laporta already an all-pro in year 1. Jahmyr Gibbs, borderline Pro Bowler, in year one. Brian Branch should have gotten some kind of talk for Defensive Rookie of the Year in year one. Jack Campbell looks like he is going to be a stud. We saw him coming on late. Like, this guy, Brad Holmes, just keeps outdoing himself. And if he is not awarded as Executive of the Year, we riot. We riot. He won. Give it to him. Just give it to him now. This man is a freak of nature. He keeps giving the Lions the depth, the talent, and the playmakers to continue having success and to establish this team as a contender, as a Super Bowl contender for years and years and years to come. Because you just reload, baby. It's like Alabama during their dynasty. You lose 7 guys to the NFL, it's all right. You're reloading next year, and guess what? You're number 1 when the season poll comes around. Brad Holmes reloads in the draft every year with Pro Bowl, all-pro level talent.
One thing I'm proud of, too, just like a side note back to like the all-pro part of it with Amon-Ra St. Brown, guy drafted 4th round, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
I listened to his podcast this week with both he and EQ, his brother, and they had DJ Moore on, who was a 1st-round pick, and I believe he's already received a 2nd contract. I know he's getting paid pretty healthily, but like just to hear Amon-Ra's, because by the way, if you guys don't remember, I don't know if he what's the word I'm looking for, appealed it, and that went through, but he got fined like an entire game check at one point this year for like quite literally like one of the most egregious, like,
yeah,
I didn't know what that was disgusting. Somebody was definitely targeting him in the NFL front office for that fine to be that much for what that was. But he's got a big contract coming up.
He does.
And in that podcast with DJ Moore, or Dennison, if you guys are ever sitting on the sideline and want to annoy him, he doesn't like being called by his actual government. Dennison Moore is that he said, hey, but get your money, man. This is up and coming season. You're going to like your last year, get your bread. I got some news for you guys. And I'm talking. And by the way, I'm a guy who you guys know. I think more than anybody. I know a lot of people like to parade around here as a salary cap guy. I'm a salary cap guy. I'm the motherfucker that crossed the line. Look, I don't care how good that motherfucker is. He ain't worth all that. Amon-Ra St. Brown, worth every penny.
Yes.
Worth every penny. Beyond what he does for you on the field, again, just this is the yak yards alone. That means no matter where he's getting the ball on the field, whether he's like running it deep or not, he's going to make the play then afterward to do some things for you. Go back to the Dallas Cowboys game. The game, what would have been the game-winning touchdown. That was a play he made to get to the pylon. Mm-hmm. Like he and beyond that, he's a great blocker. He's got phenomenal attitude that I believe is truly infectious. I mean, like if you're the leader in that receiving room, going at Jameson Williams, you want to go get the ball. What's Amon-Ra doing? Busting his fucking ass. On the jugs machine, making sure he's blocking during run plays. Like he is a leader that you need in that locker room, and beyond the production on the field, Amon-Ra's getting paid, and brother, you deserve it. Congratulations on your first All-Pro team.
These two guys. All pros. These two. I've seen a lot of football, but I've never seen another one. No, but honestly, these 2 players, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Penei Sewell, 2 first-team All-Pros, 2 players in Brad Holmes' first draft class. The 2 guys on this team that epitomize grit and what Dan Campbell, Brad Holmes, and the Detroit Lions want to be more than anybody else. Penei Sewell and Amon-Ra St. Brown. Yeah, they'll chirp a little bit to you. They'll talk shit. They'll get in your face, but they'll also whoop your ass every single play. Mm-hmm. Like Marshawn Lynch says, motherfucker can't keep taking it when you run in his face over and 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 over. And that's what they do. It's not just talk, it's the work. They put in the work outside and inside those lines. It's extremely impressive to watch them, how they've grown since they got into the NFL. They came off the jump. Penei Sewell put Nick Bosa in a bread box.
Yes.
His first start in the NFL.
Yes.
Second start in the NFL. In the face of Aaron Donald. Get the fuck out of here, child's play. And then Amon-Ra St. Brown, when he first gets in the lineup, actually starts getting usage. Man's tearing up the league. 90 receptions, I think 900-something yards in his first game, or in his first year, without playing the first 5 games of the season. Extremely impressive. These guys have hit the ground running, and they're only getting better. Neither of them are in their primes yet. Penei Sewell is 23 years old. He is not in his physical or play prime yet.
Yeah.
As an offensive lineman, your prime is like 26 to 29, 26 to 30. And he's already a first-team All-Pro.
Shit, it's even beyond that. The lineman, you go, well, how old is Jason Kelsey?
Yeah.
I don't think that thing declines to get to like 35, 34 maybe.
Like I said, keep that first-team All-Pro spot checked off. Penei Sewell's going to be there for a long time.
You feel the same way about St. Brown?
It's different with receivers.
Yeah, some guys just go off.
Because, like, Justin Jefferson was out for
That's fair.
a lot this year. He had 1,000 yards in 10 games.
Yeah.
So it's different with receivers. He has the ability to make it every year.
Do they do it positionally, though? Like, do they do, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, your outside guy, slot guy?
No, I don't
They just
think
like
so.
the top 3 guys?
Yeah.
That's fair. I guess Justin Jefferson was out this year.
But, I mean, Amon-Ra is definitely going to have the ability to get there every single year. But Penei Sewell,
Yeah.
he is going if he doesn't get injured, he'll be a first-team All-Pro every year for the next 5 to 10 years.
Yeah, I was thinking about it the other day too, the Amon-Ra St. Brown, and I think like one thing you almost like grow like, I guess, ungrateful for. It's like it's hard to think of the amount of drops that Amon-Ra St. Brown has had in his career, and I'm knocking on wood for that too, but he's a sure hand.
You count him on one hand.
I really can only think of one like this year.
Yeah.
Like even like there was a point I think this was catch last year. He caught it between his legs. I think in the Jaguars game, like this guy is just. Brother, he got robbed of a touchdown in another game too. I think it was against the Packers, but I think he's got the best hands in the league. Mm-hmm. He's obviously a great, phenomenal route runner, but I think he's
Great
one of the guys who be cashing. Like, yeah, it is. Don't get me wrong. It's nice to have all pros, but we know there's guys that like because only one guy can get it or 2 guys can get it because you have your first team all pro and your second team all pro. But we know that they're going to play at this level for a long time to come. And again, just a nod to like Brad Holmes, aka the villain. Shout out to Scotty T from Questionable Tees.
Shout out Questionable Tees.
But shout out to the villain for just, I guess, being able to bring these guys in at all facets of the draft, too. Not just round 1 picks. I think Aiden Hutchinson has the capabilities of being there one day. Mm-hmm. I think Kirby Joseph could be there one day. And I'm talking about both first and second. But this guy, man, you look into the future. If you think Ben Johnson, even AG, is going on to get another job elsewhere, and you're kind of nervous about what the Detroit Lions going to do, especially looking at the situation right now with the Philadelphia Eagles, where they're fucking crumbling their way into the playoffs.
Yeah.
I think there's going to be a place that a lot of people want to be. If I'm being honest with you. And it's partly to do with this guy just constantly replenishing, like you said, and just the fact that he can just do it in the first place. I mean, multiple first team all pro guys and just one single draft class. Big swinging dick.
Yeah, Brad Holmes brings that thing around. He puts it on the table during draft season.
As KG said in the morning, he got his black card with him.
Yeah.